King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon was, I'm sure you'll agree, a top-notch guy. I mean, just think of some of the things that he did. There was that time when he let Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the fiery furnace. Oh, that was a great day. It was also actually the day that he threw them in that, but let's just not talk about that. That's not important right now. Apart from that, he was okay. There was also that time when he thought he was a cow and ate grass. Okay, also not great. But apart from those two times, he was a top-notch. Okay, actually, yeah, there was also that bit where he made a golden idol. And he did go on a little holiday to Jerusalem to see the temple. Accidentally brought an army with him, but he had a lovely day. He wandered around the temple, had a nice little look. That was really nice in here. Some beautiful golden cups that he saw. He did steal the cups. Also, not his greatest moment, and he may have burnt the temple down. But apart from, I realise this isn't entirely helping the point I'm trying to make. Apart from those few little details, in this story, at least in this story, King Nebuchadnezzar is dead. Maybe I should have opened with that. But his son is very much alive. His son, who looks nothing like his father, I want to emphasise that, his son is very much alive at the moment. And his son, whose name is Belshazzar, that's Belshazzar, his son Belshazzar is not quite such a great guy, but at the moment having a party. And he's having a lovely day. It's fantastic. It's a little small gathering. King's allowed to have parties. Little small gathering, just him and 1,000 of his closest friends. Did I mention that there's an army of Persians coming to kill him? I don't think I did. There's also actually, by the way, an army of Medes coming to kill him as well. Probably should throw that in there. But anyway, he's at this party and he is having a great time. Maybe he should be worrying about other things right now. But at this precise moment, he is worrying about cups. There's a lot of people at this party and he would be really embarrassed if he ran out of cups. There's sensing a bit of a shortage of cups. He's thinking, what can I do? And then he remembers, of course, in the basement, he's got a whole load of cups that his father left. Those cups, they look fantastic. And so he goes and sends his servants, and his servants bring the cups up, and he gives them out to his guests, and they're drinking out of them, and they're worshipping gods of gold and silver and stone and iron, and having a fantastic time. And then something really weird happens. Whilst they're partying, on one of the walls that they're having this little soiree in, there's a disembodied hand appears and starts writing on the wall. Now, this, to be honest, catches King Nebuchadnezzar's eye, and when he sees it, he is a little bit surprised. Rather unhappy about this, doesn't really like this, isn't sure what's going on. So he sends for his wise men, he sends for his sorcerers, he sends for his lizards, wizards, and he asks these people, what do these words mean? And I've got to tell you, they are useless. They have not got the foggiest idea what these strange symbols could be. So he gets rid of them, and instead he's still really worried. But fortunately, his mum, who is a lovely lady, surprisingly older than she looks, she says, "Do not worry in the slightest, because in this palace there is an old wise man called Daniel, and your father, God rest his soul." He thought Daniel was amazing. The spirit of the Most High God dwells on Daniel. He can interpret dreams. He can answer riddles and solve difficult problems. Daniel's your guy. Fantastic, thinks Belshazzar. And he goes and sends a message and asks Daniel to pop and have a little visit. So Daniel does. And King Belshazzar says to him, Daniel, if you can tell me the meaning of these words, I will put a golden chain round your neck and make you the third most important person in the whole kingdom. So, can you tell us what they mean? Daniel says, yeah, I can tell you what those words mean, Your Majesty, but you can keep your rewards. You see, you've taken the golden cups, the holy, sacred ornaments from God's temple, used to worship him, and you've turned them into something to make people drunk. You've used them to worship gods of gold and silver, gods of iron and stone, and you have made God your enemy. So yes, I'll tell you what those words mean. The words say, Mene, Mene, Telek, Upshasen. And the words mean measured, measured, weighed, and divided. This is what God is telling you. He has measured your life and measured your deeds. He has weighed you in the balance, and you have been found wanting. So he has divided your kingdom amongst the Medes and the Persians. And God's words to Daniel came true that very night. That very night, King Belshazzar is slain, and King Darius the Mede takes over his kingdom.